Example 1 says determine if the triangles below are right triangles. So in order to be a right triangle, you has to be able to satisfy the Pythagorean triplet, which means that you put into the Pythagorean theorem and it makes a true statement. So the Pythagorean theorem says a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So I know that my legs, the a and the b, is 8 and 16. So I'm going to say 8 squared plus 16 squared is equal to my hypotenuse, the longest leg, which is 8 square root of 5. 8 square root of 5, and that is squared. So now I need just to go down through and square each one. So 8 squared is 64, plus 16 squared is 256. And now with this, I have an irrational number. It's a mixed number because I have the real part or rational part, and this is the irrational part. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 8 and I'm going to square it. I'm going to take the square root of 5 and square it. So 8 squared is 64. That's easy enough. But then the square root of 5, I have the square root of 5 times the square root of 5, which is equal to the square root of 25. And the square root of 25 is equal to 5. So then I have to multiply 64 times 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 64 and 256, which is 320. And 64 times 5 is 320. So that is a true statement. Therefore, the triangle is a right triangle. So now let's go ahead and let's take a look at B. It's the same way. My two shortest sides are my legs. My longest side is my hypotenuse. So this would be my right angle right there, if this is a right triangle. So again, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem, and anytime we use a formula, we always write the formula down before we use it. That helps us remember it. And if it's not written down on your paper, I just mark it wrong. So we're going to start with the one side is 22 squared plus 24 squared is equal to 26 squared. So 22 squared is 484 plus 24 squared is 576, and 26 squared is 676. Well, when I add these together, 484 and 576, that is 1060. And that does not equal 676. So this is not a right triangle.